My dad is a loving, compassionate, individual, and he's 90 years old.
Karen Poindexter has been the main caregiver for her father since he was diagnosed with dementia about 7 years ago.
Trying to balance all of that out, trying to balance being a wife to my husband, and still being there for the family. It can be overwhelming in so many aspects.
As caregiver, she checks on her father daily and takes him to his doctor appointments.
Unfortunately, within the last year or so, it's become a little more dependent on us. It's gotten to a point where he doesn't even know how to put on his clothing without asking kind of for assistance or am I doing it right?
Poindexter found herself in a predicament other older adults are experiencing in the nation. According to the University of Michigan's national poll on healthy aging, 54% of adults 50 and older report being caregivers to seniors. The survey also found nearly all caregivers are unpaid, and nearly half of the recipients are elderly parents. On top of being a caregiver, Poindexter is also juggling a full-time job working for the Diocese of Arlington, Virginia as a data analyst.
I've used a lot of my leave during the time because just taking the doctor's appointments.
When the diocese announced a new 8-week paid family and medical leave policy, Poindexter was ecstatic. It went into effect on July 1st for eligible employees.
This policy that has been instituted is just a breath of fresh air. It's just so helpful, as you said, for everybody, for all walks of life, for quality of life. It's just something that we all need to embrace.
About 3,000 lay employees of the diocese are now eligible to take paid leave in order to address family needs resulting from childbirth, adoption, a close relative's illness, or their own medical concerns. Additionally, the diocese has expanded its bereavement leave policy to provide employees up to 10 days of paid leave for the loss of a loved one. Another employee, Haley Martin, is also grateful for the new policy, which came at an opportune moment.
The implementation of this policy is personally impactful for me as I'm welcoming my first this week. She's due this week. So it was right on time. God's timing really aligned with our timing there.
Martin is the assistant principal at St. Timothy Catholic School in Chantilly, Virginia. As a first-time expectant mother, she was initially worried she would not have enough time to bond with her newborn baby.
It's going to be just full of such joy. We can't wait for her to be here. And so to know that we have that uninterrupted time to welcome her and to adjust to life as a family of 3 before returning to the busyness of work and a routine and a structure is more than we could ask for.
The Diocese of Arlington is just one of a few dioceses in the nation to offer paid maternity leave, according to the media company Femme Catholic. Last year, it reached out to 176 dioceses across all 50 states, including Washington, D.C. A large number did not respond. Of those that did, only 31 dioceses said they offer fully paid maternity leave. 32 provided some percentage of employee salaries through state paid leave loss or short-term disability, and 44 said they offered no form of paid leave at all. Bishop Michael Burbidge of the Diocese of Arlington says the new paid family leave policy in his diocese was the result of surveying his employees. Taking a look at employee absences in 2022, almost 68% of employees took leave to care for a family member, and nearly 33% took leave after the birth or adoption of a child. Employees had to utilize vacation time, sick leave, or short-term disability leave.
How is our allocation of resources and priorities demonstrating what we believe? And I think that this family leave policy is clearly saying to us, family life, marriages are extremely, extremely important. And we want to be a part of strengthening those gifts to the church.
Bishop Burbidge says his diocese had to reallocate resources to make the paid family leave policy work, but it was worth it.
Every diocese means are different, and so it varies from one diocese to another. But I think, as my brother bishops who are running dioceses know very well, you're constantly evaluating how can we help and how can we demonstrate who we are as a church, pro-life, pro-family, pro-marriage.
Roselle Regis, EWTN News in Depth.